Good morning, Tony here. Welcome to the Monday Club, the internationally famous watercolour platform of excellence, here in lovely Marsh. Hope you're all well. Looking forward to things opening up in town. I'm hoping to resume our weekly Cafe Nero, much missed, and I'm off painting outdoors in Meltham this afternoon. Now, if I was a proper artist, I'd call that en plein air. But I'm not, so I don't. This is week 13 of shutdown. Maybe coming to an end soon. Today we have as a topic a Spanish townscape. It's Lugo in Galacia. It has a wonderful Roman wall encircling the city. Here's the part of the wall I'm stood on. I took this photo a few years ago, and it's unique in that it's I believe the only city in the world with a continuous Roman wall that you can walk all around. Oops. So that I'm thinking I'm going to crop this. I don't like this modern walkway, so I'll omit that. That means taking the house right down to the street level, revealing the door and the window here. That might create a bit of imbalance, so I'm considering putting a washing line or something of interest down there. I don't know, let's see how it turns out. I might have to tidy it up a bit if it was a dwelling in use. So we'll see how it goes. Okay. Just wind the contraption. I think that looks okay. Bit more light. You can see I've turned my palette round so you can see more of it, which I think I might find a bit confusing. My trusty brushes. I've got a few old paints here that I've bought on the market that dried up. I'm going to cut them open. I'll just show you this. Here's one I released from this old tube here. You can see how clean as a whistle inside, and it's come out. This is light red, so it's a good colour. It's artist quality. Now here's another one waiting. This is Cobalt Violet, which is a series 4 colour. This worth £7 or £8. All dried up, but I'll cut it open and release the innards. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get on with it. So you'll have seen I've drawn the subject more or less as is. There's a bit of camera distortion, which I've tried to rectify a little bit. You can see the cathedral in the background. It's actually a twin spire cathedral. You can just see the top of the left-hand spire there. A few jumble of buildings in the background. Might be a bit more over here. I think I'm going to crop it there and there. There's too much of this pathway. Enough talk, come on. Sky. It was a dingy grey day. I put a bit of colour into it. So some remnants on my palette with a bit of ultramarine. Let's see how that looks. So quite rough and ready across. I'm thinking that'll do. Right, sky done. Now these old stucco walls are in a terrible state, and good. It's good for the watercolour artist. Raw sienna added. Take a bit of that off. Okay. There's a fair amount of green down here. And the ravages of time. Burnt umber. Bit of a sepia, really dark. Let that run in. It's very dark down here. And up here, overhanging gutters, all in a shocking state. Excellent. Don't overdo it, Tony. Right, that's good enough for now. Now this rooftop is a delight. Burnt sienna as a base. There's one or two gaps in it. With a brush. I hate washing brushes that have got good paint in them, so let's see now. Bit of pale green. Raw sienna. That roof, it's got a multitude of colours in it. So I'm just dry brushing a bit colour out. a bit back in again. That's creeping too much. So, how wet is that? I want to come in with some shadows under the tiles. There's a tiled roof. It's not pan tiles, it's a slate roof, I should say, stone slates. Quite unusual in Spain. So I'm creating these slate edges while it's still a little bit damp. With my No.4 short rigger brush. Wasn't always this short, I think it must have worn out. Right. So towards the end I'll come back and take some of this colour out. Right back to the paper. Won't be white, but it'll be quite pale. Just emphasising the shadow. Very broken dark line. Hope you can hear me muttering away. A lot of contrast here. Dilapidated buildings are just great for this sort of work because everything looks right. I could drop my brush on it, it'd still look good. Sticks right out there. Long window. I suspect that was for lifting goods. Bet I had to pull it one time. Anyway, I'll come back putting all this character in later. Quite enjoyable this. Just doing the window inner because I've got the paint already on my brush. So I'll come back with the frame. Not too dark this one. That's got a grill over it, which I'll come back to. Now, these don't exist on my original, so bit of invention, make them the same as the others. How are we doing for time? 15 minutes. That's halfway. Bit of crack on. It's a dry brush. It's not really dry, it's just a quick motion, and on rough paper it just hits all the high points. Okay, we'll come back to that. Now the background, the cathedral. The sun's coming out. Can't see now. Right. Cathedral. What colour is that? Fine. Sort of a grey-green in the distance. Paint it all in one. Put the detail in later. Well done, number 4. Here's the other cathedral. Hiding. There's all sorts going on back here. I'll just preserve. There's a couple of white fronted buildings. That's one white. This. Another one. Slightly different colour. Oops. To this roof. Perfect. Likewise in the background. And hazy. A few blobs here and there will do. It's dark. Another one. And another. Just a bit of mush down here. I'll be cropping that off. Moving forward. Just tidy that up. Moving forward, there's a small wall. In front of these houses. There's a pale walkway. No, it's not. That is the top of the wall. Top of the wall. Never mind. It's okay. I'll just vary this a little bit. Pale. A bit of colour in this. Let's go for Naples yellow. bit in there. So this wall topping is fairly multicoloured. What shall we have? A bit of blue. Lovely. Zooming off into the distance, and then where's my dark colour? What's that? Here's my dark colour. Mumble, mumble, mumble. This is down on the street. Again, I think I'll be cropping that off. So I'm not too fussed about it. So this wall frontage is multicoloured. Quite small stonework. So I'll just do it a general colour. Bit of blue in there. Come back to it. And the actual street on the road, the Roman road, is got a pinky colour about it, so I'll leave that as is. How are we doing? 22 minutes. I've only got 30 minutes on this camera. I'll have to get a bigger camera. So, just dragging some random colours into this wall. Come clear later, don't worry. There's no shadow, it's a dull day. It's a shame in a way. A bit of shadow. Bit of shadow. What's that? A speck of colour from somewhere. Never mind. Right, I'm going to turn you off, let this dry. Right, I've dried that, started adding some detail. I forgot to turn you on, I'm sorry. Very ignorant of me. So, these background houses. Just tone them down a bit. I know they're white, but bit of detail on the cathedral. Now that won't be contrasty because it's way in the distance. Aerial perspective demands that things recede in the distance. That looks okay, I think. Right, 24 minutes. Okay. I'm going to put some colour around these windows. This is raw sienna. They're all old wooden frames. It makes a big difference. Do that in blue. Don't know why. Right, that's better. Oh, lovely. Could almost live there. Put a bit of that blue. Gone green. Where am I? Just going to take some of this colour out because it's quite white on the original. That's better. Likewise here. Just put that on, taking it off again. Right, so here, this chimney, a different colour for some reason. I'm not going to argue. Okay, this wall needs some attention. So just a mass of small stones. It's not the original Roman wall, I'm sure. Okay. So you can get a fairly broad brush and just flatten it like that. And use the edge. Not only do you get a nice fine line, you get a fairly good reservoir of paint. Right, 29 minutes. I don't risk it switching off, so I'll turn you off for the last couple of minutes. So I'm just going around adding character, put some more contrast in, put the railings in, shadows, finger, everything. Hold on now. Okay, nearly done. One thing I was going to show you is lifting out to good effect. That's it. Just Some of these slates need picking out. Not too much. How are we doing? 30 minutes is up.